It's a great story.
Andrew Robertson, left back.
It's a young lad who was rejected as a footballer at a young age. Never gave up.
Here's Robertson. He certainly likes the bomb forward. He's going to have a go too, and Andrew Robertson.
As much as he's had a huge amount of success, he's still never forgotten his own roots, and he's still a proud Gifford boy.
Andy always believed he would be a footballer. What Andy didn't know is what level that would be at.
My main involvement with Andy was taking the football team for his year group. My first impressions of Andy was he was very confident, very happy, very jovial, but my biggest impression really was he was competitive. He was a marauding fullback who had a great left foot, scored goals. Andy was playing for Celtic when he started high school. I believe he was released during third year in school. I think at that time it would have been a huge blow to him as a young man, the team that he supported. And thankfully we were there as a school to give him the opportunity to almost fall back in love with football and joined Queen's Park.
I think Andy was 15 when he arrived. We had a great scouting system at that time. We paid particular care to anybody who was released at a young age by Rangers or Celtic. We signed them as someone who we saw with potential.
Queen's Park at that time, it was a case of if you were good enough, early enough, you may have got the opportunity quickly. Andy's position varied. There was a debate about his position. I think his dad thought he was a central midfielder, and us as staff were saying, well, you know what, we believe that his traits are best suited to left back. He played at 19s and then the door opened to go and train with the first team.
He made his debut against Berwick Rangers in 2012, the League Cup. He played practically every game that season. I think he ended the season with 36 appearances.
Robertson. Great goal by Andy Robertson.
I can remember instances where he scored a sensational goal here. Always a nice left boot and an excellent strike into the top corner.
Andy was an exciting player to watch because you saw this sort of trademark run with the ball, running down the touchline, beating players, crossing the ball. In that season we went on to finish third in the league. A lot of great young players in that squad. 3 of them went on to play for Scotland. Lawrence Shanklin, Paul McGinn and Andy. When Andy was at the club, he was strictly amateur. Queen's Park were in the bottom league. 4th division, so no one got paid. We owned Hampden Park, so all the Scottish internationals, all the cup finals, etc. We used our young players to help out, to earn extra money. So Andy would have been involved in setting up the hospitality, would have carried programmes. It's such a contrast. Queen's Park games, certainly in the days when Andy was playing, home crowd of about 500. Scotland crowds can be up to 50,000.
I remember at the time back, Gordon Strachan was the manager of Scotland, and he was taking different squads to come and participate in training sessions so they could challenge the Scotland first team squad at that time. He asked us at Queen's Park to bring a group over. Andy was one of those players.
All people at Queen's Park want to play full-time football, and we're playing against top players, people playing in the Premier League and the Scottish Premier League, so it was a great experience for all the boys.
And you look back on it now and it's a bit bizarre and a bit surreal that there's absolutely no way that at that time you would think he would have went on and achieved what he has done.
Well, I think he's now going to be the longest ever serving Scotland captain. Most people often ask me, did I see what he was going to become in school? Sadly, the answer of that is no, but that's partly because the level of success he's had.
When you watch any young player at Queen's Park, you hope that they go on and have a good career in football. The fact it's happened for Andy is a credit to his own dedication and work rate. There's nothing better than seeing him running with the ball at his feet. You can still see the elements that he had when he broke into the Queen's Park first team.
I think that is a great message to all of us that, never to give up, even if you think that a number of doors have closed, and just keep trying the next door and and see what happens.
The message that Andy's journey gives to young players is that if you believe in yourself, then there's always a chance.
I'll be incredibly proud seeing Andy lead Scotland out in the Euros. Brings a lump in my throat right now, so I'll be very, very proud.
Everything that he's done is through hard work, and I think he deserved everything that he's got. I think who as a player was always there. It just needed to get to the point of actually allowing that to flourish, and he did that.
So will you be coming along to the match on Friday?
Yeah, we've got tickets, so I'll be there.